Hello, my friends. We are going to do our math lesson for today, which is Thursday, April 2nd, 2020. And we are continuing our shapes chapter in our math books. So right now I'm going to start off with our visual learning video.
How do you sort objects? Let's take a look. What objects do you see? You see a sticky note, a sheet of paper, a stop sign, a clock, and a picture frame. What word does Emily use to describe these objects? She uses the word flat. In what ways are these objects the same? They are all flat. Flat shapes are also called two-dimensional shapes. What is another object Emily could put in this box?
So we're learning about our two-dimensional shapes, which are our flat shapes, and flat shapes are the shapes that we can only see one side.
She could put a poster in this box. A poster is a flat shape. What objects do you see in this box? You see a soccer ball, a basket, a tissue box, a curved block, a traffic cone, a can, and a tent. How are the objects in this box different from the objects in the first box? The objects in this box are thicker. They are three-dimensional shapes. These shapes are also called solids.
So we learned that three-dimensional shapes, 3D shapes, are solid, and we can see more than one side of our three-dimensional shapes. For example, here's the paint can. That is our cylinder shape. And on this paint can, we can see the top and we can see the front around side of this can. We also have this basket here. That's our cube shape, cube 3D shape. And we can see our left side of our cube, the front, we can see the top, and if we look through the top, we can even see this back side here. And if you look to the right, we can see this right side here. So for this cube, we can see more than one side of our shape. And they have a few other examples of some solid 3D shapes.
What is another object Emily could put in this box? She could put an orange in this box. An orange has thickness. It is a solid shape.
So Emily wants to put an orange in that box. What 3D shape do you remember an orange would be? Would it be a cone shape? Is an orange a cone shape? Is an orange a cylinder shape? Cylinder. Is an orange a cube shape? Cube. Or is an orange a sphere shape? Yes, an orange is a sphere shape. Good job, my friends. Okay, I'm going to now move to our workbook since we are done with our video. So here you can see we are on our lesson 12-1, topic 12, lesson 1, learning about 2D and 3D shapes. And I want to send a good job out to Jonathan. He sent a picture of his 3D shapes and did a wonderful job illustrating his 3D shapes. Any of my other friends that want to send pictures of their work to me on the dojo, please feel free to. I would love to see them. Okay, so it looks like on this page they want us to decide which shapes are flat and which shapes are solid. So again, our flat shapes are our 2D or two-dimensional shapes, and our solid shapes are our 3D or three-dimensional. Flat shapes, we can only see one side. Our solid 3D shapes, we can see more than one side. So it looks like they helped us out here. Right here we have what looks like, I think it's a plate. Yeah, and that is the shape of what? Is that a square? No. Is that a circle? No. How about an oval? Yes. And can we only see one side of this oval? Yes, we can. So this shape of this plate right here would be our flat 2D shapes. So they circled it. And here we have, looks like a box of cereal. Yeah, I think it's a box of cereal. And does that look like a flat shape? Can we only see one side to that shape? Let's count and see. I see the front, 1. I see the top, 2. And I see this right side here. That would be 3 sides. So is this one a 2D flat shape or a 3D solid shape? Good, 3D solid shape. So they put an X on that because they wanted us to put an X on the 3D solid shapes and they wanted us to circle the 2D flat shapes. Okay, let's go to our next page. All right, so we're looking at the first row here. And which way does a row go? Left to right. Good. A row goes left to right. So we're looking at the number 2 apple. Let's see about the instructions. It says they want us to recognize which shapes are flat and which shapes are solid. Flat are our 2D shapes, two-dimensional, we can only see one side, and solid are our three-dimensional shapes where we can see more than one side. So let's check out number 2 in the apple. Do you see any flat two-dimensional shapes here? We can only see one side of the shape, just one side. How about this shape here? Nope, good. This one is not a flat shape. This one is a solid shape because we can see more than one side. I see this front, that's 1. I can see this bottom, that's 2. And I can see this top side here, that's 3. Do you remember what 3D shape that's called? That's our cube. Yes, good job. That's a cube. Now tell me if you see any flat 2D shapes. What about this one? Do you know what that shape is called? This shape has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides to it. This is called a hexagon. Hexagon. Now can we see more than one side to this shape? Or can we only see the front? Correct. We can only see the front. So is this a flat 2D shape? Yes, this is a flat 2D shape. So our hexagon, again, has 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But this shape is a flat 2D shape. We can only see one side, this face right here. All right, let's go down to our number 3, fishy, and see if we can tell which shapes are 3D solid and which shapes are 2D flat. Let's look at this pizza here. I've actually got a pizza in the oven right now because Lucas said he was hungry. All right, so we've got a pizza here. We can tell what shape it looks like. What shape does that look like? A circle. Good. Can we see any other sides to that pizza? Or can we only see one side, this front face? Yes, we can only see one side. So is this a 2D shape or a 3D shape? 2D. It's a 2D flat shape because we can only see one side of it. Let's go over here. What is that right there? Yes, that's an ice cream cone. Now, is this cone a 2D flat shape where we can only see one side? Or can we see more than one side? More than one. I can see the front of this face of this cone, and I can also see the top of this cone right here. So I can see two sides. So that is our 3D or three-dimensional cone, just like my yellow one here. Okay, let's go down to number 4, the heart. We got a few objects here. Let's take a look. I think that is a DVD, a movie disc right here. What shape does that look like? A circle. Yes, good. Now, can we see more than one side to this DVD? No, we can only see this front face part. So is this a 2-dimensional flat shape or is it a 3-dimensional solid shape? 2D flat shape because we can only see one side. Good. Okay, let's move here to this. What does that look like to you? Is that a toolbox? No, that's a pencil box. I think that's a pencil in there. So we're looking at a pencil box. Can we see more than one side to this pencil box? Yes, you are right. So we can see the right side. We can see the top. We can see this front side facing us. And because it's a clear pencil box, we can even see that left side and the front here. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4 sides to this pencil box. So is this a 2D flat shape or a 3D solid shape? 3D solid. Yes, that is three-dimensional. Three-dimensional. Okay, and our last one, number 5, the hand. Take a look at the few objects we have here. Let's try this one first. What shape is that? Rectangle. Good. Now, is this rectangle 2D or 2-dimensional flat, or is it 3D, 3-dimensional solid? Can we see just one side, or can we see more than one side? We can only see one side, this side right here. So is this 2D or 3D? 2D. It is a 2D flat shape. Good job. Let's go over here to this shape here. Looks like a box. Now, can we see more than one side there? I think you're right. Yes, I can see the top. I can see this left, and I can see this right side here. Do you remember what a shape that we can see more than one side is called? Is it 2D or 3D? 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional? 3-dimensional. Do you remember what this 3-dimensional shape is called? I have one right here. A cube. Good. This is a cube. Now this basketball they're showing here, what shape is that called? What did we learn that all ball shapes are called? They're 3-dimensional and they're all called a what shape? I have one right here, my purple one. What shape is that called? Sphere. Good. That is a sphere.